What's going on, everybody? This is Super Robot Ed, and today I'm showing off more of some rare stuff I pick up when I used to go to pawn shops a few years back. Actually, I work at a pawn shop, and this is one of the other pickups that I had along with those Pokemon cards. Was this Zelda 3DS system with the leather pouch and extra styluses. And as you can see here, it comes with the two extra styluses, which are from Zelda. Comes with this one, which is pretty cool. Nice, just plastic, nice sturdy plastic. I gotta clean it off. It's been sitting in my closet. I don't play my 3DS that often, but I do collect for it. And it also comes with this other one. This was my favorite when I used to, before I got my Switch, I would play with this all the times. I would just use this when I was at work. People would be like, "Wow, what's that?" So 3DS, man. And the Switch was already out, so but people just enamored because of the color. And these are some of the games I have. This is some of the stuff I have on deck, like my Bangai-O, because I'm a Shumps collector. This one, Project X Zone, because basically it's Namco cross Capcom, and it's Metroid. My son has his own 3DS, and so does my daughter. She has a 2DS XL. My oldest son has the 2DS, the regular 2DS, and my son skinned his 2DS to look like a Nintendo, thanks to his bigger brother. Did that for him, and I got this one. This is my favorite. This actually, I like this better than number 2, the DS version. There's some extra stuff they took out from the big one. I do have that too, but like I said, my son has it, playing a lot of my games. He still plays his 3DS because it's handy. But the 2DSs, especially the 2DS XLs, are rare now. You're gonna pay $200 to $300 for a 2DS XL, man. You best believe. My daughter has one, and she keeps hers, and she has the orange and white one because she used to be hard on her systems, but now because she's playing Princess Peach, she keeps that in excellent condition. So what prompted me to buy this? I don't know, man. It wasn't really the pouch that prompted me to buy this. It was actually the system. And the guy, I guess, or person that sold it, they didn't have a real charger, so they included a Samsung charger, not the fast charger. This is just a regular Samsung. It's not the fast charger. It's just a regular one, so it won't overpower the system, and that's good. And then they included this nice braided cable. I mean, this thing is nice. I mean, this is a lot better than what you get, and it lasts a long time. So I've had this 3DS since 2016, and I only paid $150 for it. But why did I buy it? Man, you see how pretty this thing is? Look at that. Look how pretty this thing is. Look at that. Look at how beautiful that is, man. That thing is beautiful, man. Just epic. Just epic, I mean, I keep it in mint condition. Haven't had to do anything with it except put the new SD card in for more storage, and I'll probably buy some games, or I did put the homebrew on it, but I still haven't done anything to where it's just homebrew for one purpose only. And the reason why is to prove the worth of this system, because this has 2 IPS panels, both top and bottom. And not only that, it's a collector's item 3DS, so that raises the price up to about $400 to $600 for this system. Most of these do come with 2 IPS panels, but some people have gotten some where it's, 1 IPS, 1 TN screen. So the IPS panels are better, but you got to be careful because sometimes they do get dust in them. But that doesn't matter because, I mean, if you're going to go for perfection, you ain't going to get it. All right, so let's open it up so y'all can see what I got inside here. I don't know what game I got inside here because I hadn't played this thing in so long. I know my son was wanting to play Castlevania and stuff, and sure forgot about that. So yeah, it's nice, man. Those buttons. I mean, look at that. That's, everything is on point. I mean, so yeah, there's Sub Wars. I remember now. And let's use one of the styluses. And yes, I do have the stylus. Let me bring it out. So basically, let's see what's inside. And I think we had We had, what's that, Castlevania? Yes, Castlevania. I think we had Castlevania. So we had a DS game in here. I knew I had Castlevania. Some people ask me if I'm going to sell this. I don't know about that. If I sell it, it's going to be for what it's worth. It's worth a lot. So I do play Bangai on it a lot, but it sits in my closet. So this is Castlevania. I believe this is Order of Ecclesia. That's what it's called. It's actually one of the better ones. A lot of the Metrovania style Castlevania games, some of the best ones are on the 3DS and the Game Boy Advance. And this one was like kind of the pinnacle of that. I do have Portrait of Ruin, but I think my son is playing it. I didn't get the other one. I need to get that other one. So I have all three for the DS. They didn't make any that are really worthy on the 3DS. It's all 3D stuff because, you know, the system is 3D. But, you know, to be honest with you, 3DSs, you know, a lot of people are probably saying, oh, I don't want a 3DS anymore, man, it's a Switch. Yeah, but here's the thing about the Switch. The Switch itself is large. No matter how you slice it, you know, no matter how you put it in layman's terms, it's large. You can't fold it up. You know what I'm saying? This system you could fold up and you can, you know, run multiple games on it without any question. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to worry. Like, you got 3DS, DS games. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's the pinnacle of basically the DS and in the DSi. And when it came out, a lot of people thought it was gimmicky, but at the end of the day, it was one of the best-selling handhelds. I mean, it outsold the PSP and the Vita. And those systems are actually good. I love PSP. I got one. We have a PSP and a Vita. We're game collectors, so we know our stuff. But, I mean, just the fact that this system, in particular, what makes it so rare, is the fact that it has 2 IPS panels. Now, everybody's going to tout because there are certain ones like the one with the Galaxy, you know, like the Galaxy 3DS, a few others that have been verified that pretty much that version has 2 IPS panels. But you can't go by that because not all of them that come out have 2 IPS panels. Even these, which were touted to have them, don't all have them. And people are selling them and then finding out, hey, I got a 10 and an IPS panel, whether it be top or bottom. You usually get one. But if you want to verify, you know, I did install Homebrew on here. But like I said, I haven't really, it's no games or anything like that on here. I just installed it really just to do one thing because I prefer to buy my games anyway. And that is so that I can verify its authenticity of having 2 IPS panels. So, you know, some system information is going to come up here in a minute. So I got to click on this. So this program will tell you if you have it or not, which is called 3D Sit-In. Now I might have to click away my screen for a second because there's some information on there that I don't want to show because it's got my my stuff in there. But, you know, here it is. So right there, you'll see where it says upper, lower panel. Hold on. Upper IPS, lower IPS. And that's important because without that, you know what I'm saying? And it's funny how it comes up as being red because that was the original 3DS XL. Red. They just changed out the outside with these special plates. You really can switch out your plates if you want. But being that these both are upper and lower IPS panels, that basically means that they have IPS panels. Both. So that means you have to verify it because, like I said, people will get them and find out later, you know, even though it's a system that has them, it doesn't have both. So that's just something to look into. But yeah, this system has gone up in value. I mean, it's gone up a lot to the point where it's almost crazy. Like at the pawn shop, man, because they you know, everybody at the pawn shop where I worked at, most of the things they try to sell are PS4s, you know, at the time, PS4, Xbox One, One S. Everybody was, you know, ranting and raving about those systems. When they brought this out for sale, and I actually had to reset the system. I said, hey, I want to buy this, and asked the managers, hey, how much you sell it for? And they sold it to me for $150. I bought it right there on the spot. I didn't think it would exactly be worth it, just looking at the, you know, design of it, the way it looks out, you know, it looked, I just thought it was a cool system to keep and didn't know it would be worth that much. So yeah, you know, check your 3DSs, you know, see if they have both IPS panels, because that will, of course, up the price. But if you're a collector, you got to get one of these, man. You got to get one of these, man. All right, well, this is Super Robot Ed signing off, just making some quick videos about some stuff I own that I pick up when I'm perusing the area. Have a good one.